Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Carr completes it, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gets him the 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 41 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down. 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because
they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, Carr. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 9. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that incompletion gives us another chance to look league-wide here. And like we said earlier, too early to draw conclusions through 2 weeks of the season, CD. But there were certainly a few teams out there who kind of fell to earth a little bit in week 2 after a big week 1. Maybe the biggest one, New Orleans had that huge week 1 win, Charles, and then lost in week 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll come back to them because Houston, no surprise at all, losing at Cleveland. Miami, not really a surprise, even though they were at home against Buffalo. Pittsburgh, that was a surprise. Las Vegas came on the road and got them. Philadelphia played tough at home against the 49ers. But the New Orleans one, how long have they been on the road, Brandon? They've been on the road for forever, right? I mean, trying to get their thing organized and not being able to play at home, having to train away from New Orleans. Not a surprise at all that finally it caught up with them, and a tough loss for them at Carolina.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
But now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Waller taking it in over the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders.
Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. That one complete. Elliott. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a play fake. Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 39 yards. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
Here's a diving catch right side. It's a gain of 34. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those...
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Carr going to throw here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Oh, Cooper with a nice grab.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?